Can you imagine watching The Dark Knight Rises or Snowfall without Alon Aboutboul's gripping presence? Hard to believe, right? Today, we're reflecting on the sudden and tragic passing of one of Israel's most celebrated actors, Alon Aboutboul. At just 60 years old, Aboutboul collapsed while swimming at HaBonim Beach in Tel Aviv. Despite CPR attempts by lifeguards, he could not be revived. His death has stunned the entertainment world and fans across the globe. From Israeli theater stages to Hollywood blockbusters, Aboutboul's legacy spans over 4 decades, 100-plus roles, and a reputation for playing deeply layered characters. In this video, we take you through his life, work, impact, and the reactions pouring in from around the world. Alon Aboutboul was born in 1965 in Kiryat Ata, a town in northern Israel. His love for acting emerged early and led him to study drama at Tel Aviv's prestigious Beit Tzvi School for the Performing Arts. By the mid-1980s, he was already making a name for himself in Israeli cinema with acclaimed roles in films like Shtei Etzba'ot Mitzidon and Every Time We Say Goodbye, the latter alongside a young Tom Hanks. It was clear from the beginning that Aboutboul wasn't just another actor. He had a magnetic presence and a gift for portraying emotionally rich characters. His early performances often explored war, identity, and Israeli society, quickly establishing him as one of his generation's finest. While Aboutboul was a household name in Israel, it was his transition into international cinema that brought him widespread global attention. One of his early Hollywood credits was Rambo III, where he held his own, alongside Sylvester Stallone. He later appeared in Ridley Scott's Body of Lies and Steven Spielberg's Munich, playing roles that demanded complexity and subtlety. These performances helped bridge the gap between Middle Eastern and Western storytelling, proving that Aboutboul could transcend cultural boundaries. He wasn't just cast for his accent or look. He was cast because he brought heart, intelligence, and intensity to every role. Aboutboul's most recognizable role for many American viewers was Avi Drexler in the hit FX series Snowfall. As a volatile Israeli arms dealer and drug kingpin, Aboutboul gave the character a level of depth rarely seen in crime dramas. He played Avi across 25 episodes between seasons 1 and 5, becoming a key part of Franklin Saint's drug empire. Co-stars like Amin Joseph, who played Jerome Saint, have since paid heartfelt tributes, describing Aboutboul as unforgettable and deeply authentic on screen. Avi wasn't just a criminal. He was a man shaped by power, paranoia, and personal demons, all brought to life by Aboutboul's magnetic performance. Even with his success in film and television, Aboutboul never abandoned his first love, the stage. He starred in a powerful production of Hamlet at Israel's Habima Theatre and was part of the international cast of the band's visit in London. His ability to shift between intense film roles and emotionally raw theater performances was rare. He treated acting not just as a job, but as a craft and a calling. Aboutboul's passion for storytelling wasn't limited to acting. He also directed and was in the process of co-writing a new film called Jacob's Dream at the time of his passing, further cementing his commitment to cinema. Off-screen, Aboutboul was a devoted husband and father. He's survived by his wife, Shir Bilia, and their 4 children. Colleagues often described him as grounded, kind, and deeply intellectual. He valued privacy, but was known to speak out about the importance of culture, the power of art, and the need for empathy in storytelling. Culture Minister Miki Zohar summed it up best when he said Aboutboul's passion radiated from him. Whether in a blockbuster or a small independent film, Aboutboul gave everything he had, and it showed. His career was guided not by fame, but by purpose and authenticity. Tributes have been pouring in from around the world. Israeli leaders, fellow actors, and international directors have all acknowledged Aboutboul's influence. Amin Joseph posted touching photos and thanked him for the truth he brought to every frame. Fans are sharing clips, interviews, and memories, honoring a man whose art resonated across languages and borders. critics are revisiting his performances with newfound appreciation, praising his ability to disappear into roles and elevate every scene he was in. In an era of fast fame, Aboutboul built a career on integrity, choosing roles that mattered and stories that stayed with people. HaBonim Beach, where Aboutboul passed, is known for its raw Mediterranean beauty and peaceful vibes. Located about 15 miles south of Haifa, it's a favorite spot for families, hikers, and artists seeking inspiration. That he died in such a serene, natural setting feels almost poetic. According to reports, he had gone swimming that morning and collapsed shortly after returning to shore. Lifeguards attempted CPR, but it was too late. The suddenness of his passing has left fans and colleagues in shock. There were no prior reports of illness, making his death feel not only tragic, but haunting in its unpredictability. From gritty thrillers like London Has Fallen to heartfelt dramas like Noble Savage, Aboutboul's filmography is a masterclass in versatility. He played soldiers, spies, rebels, fathers, and poets, always with honesty and precision. His performances in Septembers of Shiraz, FBI International, and Munich showcased his ability to speak volumes even when silent. He was a scene stealer, but never flashy. He elevated the work of those around him. Young Israeli actors often cited him as a role model, not just for his talent, but for his integrity. His legacy is rich, diverse, and deeply human. Alon Aboutboul's death marks the end of an era for Israeli and international cinema. He was a storyteller who didn't chase the spotlight, but earned it through consistent, passionate work. As fans, we're lucky to have his performances preserved on film and digital platforms. But his loss is still deeply felt. In a world where fame often overshadows substance, Aboutboul proved that true greatness lies in authenticity, craft, and heart. May his memory be a blessing, and may his work continue to inspire future generations of artists around the globe. Rest in peace, Alon. Your story lives on. One of Alon Aboutboul's greatest achievements was his ability to serve as a cultural bridge between Israeli and American entertainment industries. While he remained deeply rooted in his Israeli identity, he never let it limit him. He brought an authentic voice to international productions, offering nuanced portrayals of Middle Eastern characters that avoided stereotypes. In an industry that often flattens identities into tropes, Aboutboul insisted on depth and complexity. Directors appreciated his dedication to storytelling and his ability to bring international perspectives into mainstream Hollywood narratives. His success opened doors for many other Israeli actors seeking to break into the global film industry. Before his untimely passing, Aboutboul was working on a new project titled Jacob's Dream, which he was co-writing and set to star in. While details about the film remain limited, those close to the production say it was deeply personal and would have explored themes of identity, history, and generational legacy, topics that had always resonated with him. His commitment to independent cinema and his desire to tell meaningful stories never wavered, even as he gained more mainstream fame. The loss of Jacob's Dream not only robs us of another potential masterpiece, but reminds us just how much creative energy Aboutboul still had left to give. In the days and weeks to come, retrospectives and tributes will continue to explore the impact Alon Aboutboul had on audiences, peers, and the art of storytelling itself. From classrooms to film sets, his name will be remembered as a symbol of artistic courage and emotional truth. His performances will live on through streaming platforms and archives, continuing to move, challenge, and inspire new generations. Whether you first encountered him in a blockbuster like The Dark Knight Rises or in a quiet Israeli indie film, his presence stayed with you because Alon Aboutboul didn't just act, he made you feel. And that is the mark of a true artist.